Hey guys, Legion here. Today we will be talking about should you summon on the new limited banner, SAITAMA DREAMWORLD. But before I get into that, I want to mention a free Tatsumaki giveaway that is currently ongoing. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on my latest video, and a lucky person in the comments will be given enough for a full Tatsumaki rotation. And the instructions on how to enter are also in the comments of that video, so you can check that out. But now let's talk about should you summon on SAITAMA DREAMWORLD. Well, I know Saitama is not a limited unit, he's a standard banner unit. You always have a chance of losing the 50-50 to him in a future limited banner, but I want to be talking about the value of the character itself. Saitama is a very strong unit in this game. I would say for sure one of the best. He's personally my strongest unit right now, and he does the most damage in most fights. His gameplay feels really good to use. His combat is really fluid. They did really well with him. And if I would place Saitama on a tier list, he would for sure be among the best units in the game. For sure the best morale type unit right now. And if they don't add other morale type units soon or in the future, then Saitama is going to remain at the top for that category, and I don't see him falling off anytime soon. Now, how do I recommend summoning on his banner? Well, it depends on a few things, like how much world silver you got, if you're free to play, or maybe you already have Saitama, or you're wondering if you should get his impression arm, extra copies of him to make him better. There's a lot of factors, but now let's talk about for the people that are free to play. If you are missing a good morale unit and you think you will have a good time with Saitama and he's your favorite character, then go for it. I really don't want to stop you from doing that. Saitama is such a fun character, but at the same time, if you're low on currency and you can't spend a lot on this game, and you want to maximize the use of your world silver, then I would recommend saving for the next true limited banner unit. You always have a better chance of getting Saitama in the future, especially since he's on the standard banner, and the game does give you a decent amount of free pulls of the free tickets, so it's more likely that you get Saitama than getting a true limited banner unit. Now, between Saitama and Tatsumaki, which one should you get? Well, I would get Tatsumaki if you don't already have her. She's really amazing, she's a strong DPS, and at the same time, because she's a true limited banner unit and she won't come around for a long time after her banner goes away, then I would recommend pulling Tatsumaki first, since you might have to wait a long time before she comes back, and Saitama is always going to be in the next banner. He's going to be in every banner, because he's a standard banner unit. So every single limited banner unit that comes out, you could end up losing the 50-50 to Saitama. So this is pretty much the main reason as of why you should be skipping on his banner. And he also seems like a bait banner. We really don't know which characters are coming out next, but I would say most likely looking like a bait. But not gonna lie, it is a pretty good bait because Saitama is just that strong. Okay, now to be talking about Saitama's impression arm, if you're looking to pull for it, because Saitama might be your favorite character or you want to make him as good as possible. Well, as much as his impression arm is good, I would recommend not going for it. You can always get it for free in a standard banner. And the game also gives you a free SSR impression arm selector at the start. So if you haven't used that yet, make sure to check your bag. It might still be there, and you'll be able to select whichever impression arm between every single standard banner unit. And my personal choice was Saitama. Very easy choice for me, and it should be for you as well, because for me the value for Saitama's impression arm is a lot better than most other characters. Now let's talk if you're a whale and you want more copies of Saitama to upgrade his potential. Well, unfortunately, I don't see the need for it. Saitama is already broken without all these extra buffs. That would just be overkill. and his first potential, it might be worth it. It does give a good damage increase, but even that, he gains a full hot-blooded form at the start of the battle. But you can always easily get into this form by just using him properly, and it takes like 5 seconds. Especially if you look at my showcase, I do like 2 charge attacks and he's almost back at his full gauge. So it's really not a big deal. But the extra damage is pretty nice, so if you're looking to do even more damage with Saitama. But yeah guys, that is all for my Saitama should you summon discussion. I would say it's a total skip, especially since these are standard banner units. They're way easier to get. Saitama has a lot of value though, but it's better to save for the future. If you really do want Saitama, then go for it. He's just that good, and I don't want to get in the way of your enjoyment of the game. We're all here to have fun and play the game, so if you think Saitama is going to be the most fun unit for you, then go for it. But yeah guys, that is all for today. Thank you for watching the video, and see you all in the next one.